That was a good win for our team. I thought our players really dedicated themselves to trying to get back to ball movement and good screening and shot selection, and 24 assists and 7 turnovers was impressive. Isaiah Carr had no live ball turnovers. He had 2 offensive fouls in the second half. So we had 7 for the game, and 2 of those were his offensive fouls. And so it was a big step for him because he probably should have had 10 assists tonight. He had 6, and Kobe had 7. But I thought the entire team, we moved the ball. We put ourselves in position to take good shots, and was very impressed.
Andy, did you get what you were looking for from guys like Vince and Johnny, and you mentioned Collier as well? Did you see the level of improvement?
We saw improvement with all those guys you just mentioned. We cannot be a good team without our front line playing well defensively as well as finishing shots in the lane. We have to have a low post presence. They don't have to have amazing back to the basket moves, but they have to have a go-to move and finish, especially like they did tonight. So I was very, very impressed with their week of practice and some of the things that they've done to prepare for this game, and we need it to continue.
Coach, and with Boogie going 8 for 10 from 3, when a guy gets hot like that, just how fun is it, to coach, especially with a guy like Boogie who has the swagger and everything.
Well, he started out 8 for 9 from 3. That was pretty good, and he was one of the greatest shooters I've ever coached. And I was in the NBA before college, so that says a lot. And he can make shots. He's a great shot maker, and when he's taking good shots, he's terrific. So great to see him come out with that. And when he's in the flow like that, he's hard to stop. It's fun to watch.
Coach, you brought up his shooting. I mean, over his last 5 years, he's shot close to 40% and around 40%. The consistency is there with his shot. And, talking about the NBA, what do you tell teams, that ask about him in terms of his ability to be able to shoot the basketball? Because that's so important nowadays in this game, being able to space and shoot the ball too as well.
Well, I think it was very important for him to come back this year and prove that, because his decision-making's improved. You saw that end of last year, the 2-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio. He had no turnovers in our tournament down in San Diego this weekend. He had 1 tonight. So the last 3 games, he only had 1 turnover combined with probably 8 or 9 assists. So for him to be efficient offensively was a big thing that everybody wants to see, including the NBA scouts that you're talking about. He's not focused on the NBA right now, but we're all hopeful that he'll reach his dream after the season. But there's a lot of basketball to be played, and he has to go produce and keep getting better.
Andy, you've talked a lot about just the upside that this team has. When you saw a little bit more of the offensive flow, tonight, I think you guys are getting some dribble handoffs early, that sort of kind of opened up the floor. Did you see a little bit more of that upside? Where you hope this team will go offensively?
Yeah, a lot of it's decision making. When you have high turnover games, it's not necessarily what the defense is doing, stealing the ball or blocking shots. It's our players getting sped up and then making poor decisions. And I thought tonight we made much better decisions. We were much more under control when we drove the ball. We ball faked, and we had our big guys set some really good screens. So I think it's a cumulative effort between everybody on the court, and our big guys didn't turn over. I think one game they had 11 between the 4 of them, and tonight they didn't. So I thought it was a group effort, and we just need to build on it and keep going.
Go ahead. Just for Coach, from a win like this, what's the biggest lesson that you can take away from it?
Well, I think offensively, when you have scored 106 points on 24 assists, only 7 turnovers, that's a big, and you make your free throws, that's a pretty big takeaway, that when you play like that and you're unselfish and you take good shots and all the things I just talked about, that's number one. And defensively, we still have some work to do, but we were switching, and our big guys were lost in the perimeter a little bit once they're not used to running out there and staying on the perimeter for an entire shot clock. So I think a couple of our big guys were lost in the second half, and so those are some of the things that we need to work on if we are going to switch when teams have 5 shooters on the court like Eastern Washington did.
Coach, held Eastern Washington to under 45% shooting. 3 other teams held them under 40%. What's the plan against Gonzaga this weekend, who's shooting just under 50%, scoring about 83 a game so far this season?
Well, the plan is to outscore Gonzaga. I don't care what the score is. You know, some games you have it defensively, offensively. We relaxed a little bit defensively in the second half tonight. We were up 30, and I don't know what we won by, but won by 28. We have to prepare for the next 2 days and go to Las Vegas as a confident basketball team and go play a great team in MGM. It's going to be a fun weekend, and hopefully we'll play well.
And you talked about the lift that Vince gave this team last year. It seems like, he's looking a little bit more spry, and guys are actively looking to kind of find him, when he's open offensively. Do you sense a little bit that he's kind of like an emotional, catalyst for this group? It seems like when he's on, the guys really kind of feel it.
Yeah, Vince's energy is contagious. He does give great energy, runs the floor, he posts up, he's had some big-time rebounds tonight, and we need that. And he just needs to relax and be able to calm himself down. The Oklahoma game, he had that big, we were trying to catch up in the last 2 minutes. He posted up, we threw it to him, he got the and one, but he shot an air ball from the foul line because he was still too excited. So he has to be able to keep that energy going and then be able to control it at crucial times. I thought tonight he did a great job of that. He went 5 for 5 from the foul line and really affected the game with his energy and his length.
Coach, Kobe Johnson, he's averaging 3 steals. He had 3 steals tonight. He's averaging close to 2 blocks too as well. And I'm pretty sure he had a career high in assists with 7 as a Trojan too as well. What have you seen from him in terms of his growth from the start up until now and being able to place him anywhere on the floor defensively and offensively?
Yeah, Kobe's improved his overall game, especially in the offensive end this year, and that's the natural progression of a player like Kobe. He works very hard in the off season and during the season, and he's a very solid player. And when he was a freshman, he barely played, and then last year he was first team all defense in the Pac-12 and averaged about 9 points a game. So he made a big jump offensively as a sophomore. Now he continues to make that jump to be able to, like you said, fill his stat sheet up with 7 assists, and he's shooting the ball well from the perimeter, and he can drive it and make plays. So I think that what you're seeing is a natural progression for someone that's dedicated to what he's doing, and Kobe certainly does that.
And Brian wasn't on the bench until toward the end of the second half. Was there a reason for that? And I know you've said that family will provide an update on him, but has he been able to do a little bit more at all recently?
Yeah, I have. I haven't been able to sit down and talk about all the details yet, but I think when the time is right, they'll come out with a nice statement, and we're anticipating Bronny being back on the court soon. And what soon means, I don't know. It's not my decision, and so I really can't say anything because I don't know anything.
Andy, you've seen Jake Hyman before a couple of years ago. Were you surprised at how well he played tonight?
Well, I am surprised that he had 25 points because our guys knew he was a shooter coming in the game, and I just started taking guys out. And whenever he made a 3, whoever's guarding him came out. So, and then even DJ went under the handoff late in the game, gave up another 3. So I don't know what to say. If a guy can shoot like Hyman, you have to guard him, and we didn't guard him very well tonight. But he made 7 of 10 from the 3-point line, and he's always been a great shooter. We recruited him in high school, and then we played against him 3 years again at UCLA, and so give him credit. He came in here and played great, and we wish him the best. Eastern Washington's had a brutal schedule with all those road games against high major teams, and I give their whole team credit because they're playing a really challenging schedule here to start, and we hope they have a good season.
Hey, Coach, speaking of challenging schedules, you guys have 5 of your next 6 on the road, including Gonzaga and Auburn on the 17th. How do you guys plan to weather the storm once you leave Los Angeles?
Well, we're playing a very challenging schedule. We've already played Oklahoma and Seton Hall and Kansas State, and not to mention Irvine, and some of these other teams are pretty good. And then we have Gonzaga and at Auburn, and so it's a tough schedule. But we wanted to challenge our team. We thought we had a team that could handle this. We didn't anticipate half our team being hurt for the first 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks of the season. So that hurt us, because literally it hurt us, because when you see Kobe and Boogie had 40 points and 8 assists and 5 steals between them tonight. that was pretty tough to lose those guys at the same time early in the year, and so that we didn't anticipate that. We wouldn't have probably scheduled that hard if we knew our key guys were all be hurt at the same time. And Bronny's been out, and we have no guards left, or very limited guards. And so I think the scheduling this year was designed to challenge our team and give us some marquee games. The Kansas State opening night in Vegas, how good was that? At the T-Mobile, that was cool. Against a very good Kansas State team, just went to Elite Eight. We playing Gonzaga at MGM on Saturday in a national TV game. We played in that big tournament in San Diego. We were going at Auburn, who's incredible home record there the last 5 or 6 years. So we know we have a very tough schedule. Now we try to stay healthy and keep improving and go try to win some games.
One more.
Coach, you talked about Isaiah's 2 turnovers, his 6 assists, and he did add 15 points to the game. What did you like overall in his performance tonight, and what do you expect for him to kind of improve moving forward?
Well, I think you saw a lot of growth tonight where he didn't fly in there and leave his feet and flip a ball or throw a ball 100 miles an hour to someone that didn't have a white jersey on. So he was able to be aggressive, make good decisions, stay under control, make the right play. And as I said, he should have had 9 or 10 assists because he made some plays, and Kobe got fouled in the second half. I think he hit him 3 times in a cut. And his only 2 turnovers were offensive fouls, so no live ball turnovers for a game. He's never done that before. So very, very appreciative that he watched some video this week and has made an effort to improve. And that's what college basketball is all about, and we expect him to keep doing it. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to bring up student athletes Kobe Johnson and Boogie Ellis.
So Boogie, you got a career high in threes, 8 threes a game. When you get that hot, man, just tell us what does that zone feel like? It seemed like you were playing with so much swagger, and just any open shot you were, attacking and knocking them down.
I mean, it just kind of just everything's blocked out. Just stay in the moment. Is pretty much it.
Kobe, you used a funny term to describe Boogie the last time we were in. How would you describe his performance tonight?
Oh, I'm not going to repeat what I said, but he's still that. I mean, just he comes in this game and he clearly hits 8 threes. That just shows you the type of player he is. Once he gets going and gets hot, it's hard to stop a player like that. So if we can keep getting him hot like that and he can keep putting up these numbers, he's going to keep us in a very good position.
Boogie, talk about the consistency. You've been shooting close to 40% your whole college career, and now you're shooting over 40%. How's the summer workouts and focus been, in improvements? 8 of 10 is crazy, I can't lie to you. And also, Kobe with you, 7 assists, I believe that's a career high, and you're averaging 3 steals and almost 2 blocks a game as a guard, being placed everywhere. You guys both stayed in college. Just talk about the growth that you guys do as well.
Yeah, definitely. I figure every year I continue to get better shooting the ball. Even when I have games like this, I still, focus on little things like balance. Being in balance in my feet, stuff like that. Just continue to just always work on shooting, and you can get better. So you just continue to work on that.
Yeah, and for me, I think just expanding my game now and just getting everybody involved, I think that's another step in my game that I need to take. Freshman year, I was a defender primarily. Last year, I started to open people's eyes about what I can do offensively. I think this year people are starting to realize the type of player that I am and what I'm capable of. So, I'm just trying to keep proving everybody wrong each and every night. So I'm just going to come in, play my hardest, and I'm just trying to do whatever I can to help this team win.
What specifically are you guys working towards as a team as you go forward, given the few losses in the beginning and the bit of inconsistency?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it was just, the games that we lost, it was just the little stuff, the little details that we didn't do. And I think that's something that we really need to clean up here real fast, especially coming up this Saturday against Gonzaga. They're a tough team, so we can't come in there on any bullshit. So we just got to come in there. We got to hit them in the mouth first. We got to be the aggressor this weekend. So, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like we just got to, do the little things, take care of the ball, finish possession strong, early help, take care of the basketball. We do that, communicate on defense. I feel like we'll be definitely fine if we do all those little things.
Maybe Isaiah said that you work with him a lot from the free throw line and shooting in general, and he seems much improved. What did you do?
It wasn't me, just working out with each other. He still stuff from me, I still stuff from him. Getting downhill, I feel like I'm doing a much better job of getting downhill this year and getting to the basket. But just overall, focus on our details. My brother always makes sure I'm focused on my details for him, make sure the ball moves first, stuff like that.
Boogie, you talked before the season just about, the decision to come back and, feeling like you had something else to play for here, wanting to win here, and just feeling through these first few games like you've brought kind of a certain focus to what's going on right now.
Yeah.
Just, do you feel that, knowing that you chose to come back, knowing that the decision is, I want to come back to try and win here and win with this group?
Yeah, definitely. That's the main reason I came back, is to win. I didn't come back for anything else. I just feel like there's certain games that I can be better, especially as a leader. I'm real hard on myself. So I feel like we got a lot of things to clean up, and we got to build on it. We got a big game on Saturday, and it's another opportunity. I don't look at those losses that we have early as anything bad. It's just a lesson. We got a long season ahead. I've been on teams, a lot of teams that win 20 games almost every year. I feel like we can do that, but we just got to make sure that we're preparing for March. That's the biggest thing, is we're trying to be prepared for March. Nobody cares about who's the best team in November. They care about who's the best team in March. So just continue to get better and better, and as a team, just focusing on that.
I know your brother just got hurt, but you and him both are having, a great year. And what's really sticking out is, the process. You guys both, work through the process, and then now working to a point to where both of you guys are succeeding. Have you guys both, been in each other's ear, getting each other over the hump? Because I feel like both of you guys are really starting to peak at the right time. Both of you guys at the same time too as well, and dealing with the process, of how this up and down game is. And now you guys are at the high point too now.
Yeah, me and Jalen talk a lot. We talk pretty much every day. Unfortunately, with his injury, he can't really play right now. But, we've been in each other's ear or with each other through every step of our career. So, when I was growing up, going through high school, I was under-recruited, and he was a high recruit. So he just basically was helping me throughout that whole entire process. I kind of watched how he went and handled his business, and I kind of just try to imitate him a little bit, because I knew where he was going, and I wanted to be there. So, each and every day, we're just talking to each other, just trying to get the best out of one another, and hopefully one day we're playing against each other or with each other.
And then, as a freshman, because, I start to see it too now, a lot of kids, if they don't play that much, they might go to another school. You stuck it out and stayed through the process. How do you feel like that's helped you in terms of, being in your third year and still getting the, the accolades and stuff that is really needed, and also being able to do everything on both offense and defense too as well?
Yeah, that's just staying true to my work. Coming in as a freshman, I knew it wasn't going to be easy, and I didn't want it to be easy. And I knew I was going to have to work for everything I got. So, I came in here, I knew it was going to be done, and I wasn't here to complain or make any fuss about anything. So I came in here, put my head down, went to work, and I think the work is just starting to pay off. So everybody's just starting to realize what type of player I am, and I'm just going to keep opening more eyes.
Kobe, when you think back to when Boogie came in from Memphis, seeing him then and then seeing the player, the leader that he is now, just what's it been like to see the progression, behind the scenes, just the work that he puts in? What has he just kind of meant at the end of the day to this program?
No, he means a lot. Seeing Boogie and just watching how he carries himself on and off the court, it's kind of contagious. You see that type of stuff, and it makes you want to get better. It makes you want to get in the gym more. It makes you want to, just want to win, want to be on this team and whatnot. I mean, he goes out there every night, every practice, whether we're in the weight room, film, and he's locked in. You know, he's locked in. So, I mean, just to have somebody like that as your leader, and somebody that I've been around and that I've seen grow, just since I've been here. I mean, it's been amazing. He's been an amazing teammate, amazing person just off the floor. So, I mean, hopefully in this last year for him, we can get some for him.
And for you, you've talked about the concept of proving people wrong. You know, what is it that you want people to know just about you, or what you want to prove wrong?
I just want to show people that, you know, I can hoop. There's not necessarily anything in specific that I'm trying to prove to them. I'm just trying to show them that, you know, all these rankings and recruiting in high school and whatnot, it don't mean nothing. I was a 3-star coming up into this college, and now I'm widely known as one of the best defenders in the Pac-12. So that's just staying true to my work and just staying true to who I am as a person.
Just for both of you guys, you know, big one on Saturday versus Gonzaga. What's your guys' excitement level for this game coming up, and just the excitement level that you guys have, like having a really tough schedule, playing in a lot of primetime games. A lot of people think about USC, they think football, but now you guys are putting USC basketball back on the map.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, one of the reasons I came back is playing big games like that. You know, it's a big game for us. I'm very excited. It's a March-type game, and I feel like we need that, especially, you know, to prepare us for March. So we're excited to go to Vegas again and get an opportunity to play one of the best teams in the country, and, you know, it's an opportunity for us.
But you wanted to ask you, you guys recently earlier in the year, y'all went to Serbia and played against Mega. You know, how did that help you guys, you know, starting, you know, the foundation in terms of going and playing over there against, 2 top prospects too as well over there, and then, you know, just the game and how it's been, and then bringing that into here?
Yeah, definitely. You know, it was a great trip for us. You know, it allowed us to see who we are, allowed us to see different guys and how we wanted to play. I feel like some of the things that we did well overseas was playing a lot faster. I feel like to get to ultimately where we need to be, we need to get back to that, playing a lot faster. Fast tempo, but I mean, I feel like that trip was great for us. It allowed us to, you know, really mesh and communicate with one another. So it was great for us.
Was the physicality a little different too? Like going out there and, you know, just the rules and stuff like this a little different?
I mean, it was cool. I mean, defenders are a little bit slower. I mean, I feel like it was easier there. Because they're a little bit, their lateral movements aren't very, very, very good. But it was a good trip.
One more. There was a moment, I think, in that first half, a couple of pocket passes to big guys, kind of like skipping away during the timeout. I mean, I think, let's see, Vince at 13, Johnny at 12 tonight. I mean, both you guys, what do you see as the importance on this team of kind of unlocking big guys, playing big?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like we're gonna go as far as they go. Tonight was a great example of that. I mean, things open up tremendously when they're finishing, and I mean they put in a lot of work. You know, they're gonna play well. The work's gonna show, and me and Kobe, coach, we all believe in them. So it was just a matter of time. You know, we need them to play big. This coming up Saturday, and we believe in them, and we trust that they will.
And they played with confidence today. That's the biggest thing. They weren't afraid to go up there and finish it. They actually went up with some confidence and scored the ball. And I think once they saw that ball go through the hoop, I think their confidence just kept on rising, and they just kept playing better for us. So if we can get Vince, Kajani, Arrington, Harry, Josh, just all the big men playing well for us, I think we could go really far.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you.